guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I am Lisa. Thank you so much for stopping by today. If you are a returning subscriber, I'm so grateful that you're here and thank you so much for coming back. I hope you are enjoying my content so far, and I do hope you will enjoy this video because it's a little bit different from what I usually do. But honestly, this was so fun. I would love to do it more. So with that being said, in today's video, I will be doing my first ever wig install, as in ever. And it was a bit tricky in some stages, but I think it turned out okay, especially for a first try. I mean, I've seen how other people install their hair on YouTube. Definitely could have been better, but for a first try, I think I did decently. So yeah, if you guys would like to see how I installed this hair, just hold on, I will show you. Also, are you guys liking this very natural glam? I think I am too. First time I've done my face in less than 20 minutes ever. But anyway, before we get into this hair install, I just want to give Take a Lot a shout out. Not sponsored, but they really hooked me up. They really hooked me up. So I just wanted to you guys through my order. I went on Take a Lot and I got myself a hot comb. I got myself a wax stick, a glue spray, a what else did I get? That little rubber band thingy for melting your lace, and something else. Oh, and wig caps. And it all came in this box. So let me take you through what I ordered, and I'll also give you guys a quick review of the products that I used and stuff. So this is 2 days after I've done the install, and I waited 2 days so I can actually give you guys a proper review. Anyway, so what I got from Take a Lot was this spray. It is the Glamour Beauty fast drying, no residue, extra mega hold spray. I promise you this is definitely extra mega hold. It did the damn thing. And then I also got myself this IKT wax stick. I got myself Ghost Bond glue and the Ghost Bond remover. I have 4 wig caps. I've got 4 wig caps, and in each of these packs is 2, so in total is 4. Let me put it back in the box actually. Then I got lastly, who I feel like is the main event. It is a hot comb. I got myself a hot comb, and I was very scared about using this the first time that I used it, but it works great. I really enjoyed it. As you can see, my wig has never laid this flat ever. So yeah, I really like this. But yeah, I waited 2 days to do this. But yeah, I really like it. I really like it. It's out of the box right now because it's still hot. So I was using it just now. So yeah, this is the box that it came in, by the way. This is the box that it came in. So I will walk you guys through how I got this install, and if you guys are interested in getting any of these products, I will have them linked in the description box. Okay, you guys, let's get into installing this hair. So the hair that I'm using is a I think 18 or 20-inch weave that I've had for about 3 years now. I got it when I was going to my prom from Exclusive Virgin Hair. It has 2 clips, or like those 2 comb thingies at the top. It actually had 3, but I cut off the middle one, and then also had a band at the back, but I made 2 snips because it was way too tight. The customization on this honestly is not the best, but the time that I got this weave, I really wasn't knowledgeable in, hair and stuff. So when they customized it, I just took it as what it was. But now that I know more, it's actually trash work. So I would not recommend this hair brand. Or if you do get the hair, don't make them customize it for you because, yeah, doesn't make sense. But yeah, so I start off by just combing my hair, and tying it all in the back. You want to tie it in a way that gets it to be as flat as possible without making it too tight on your hair because you don't want to, you know, tug at your hair too much and be rough with it. But yeah, so tie a pony at the back, or at least that's what I did. I think it's definitely better when you have cornrows, but yeah, if you don't, tie it at the back and then make two separate braided ponytails on there so that you are able to clip it on either side of your head, and that way it's going to be nice and flat and it won't look too bulky and you know not like interfere with the weave, because you want the weave to lay as flat as possible so it looks like it's coming from your head. So yeah, pin it on either side, and that should guarantee that your hair will be somewhat flat underneath the weave. Next thing that I did was just wipe along my hairline. This was a plain like paper towel. I don't use alcohol, but I know I'm supposed to have rubbing alcohol. I just didn't have it on hand, so I just wiped as hard as I could. Next thing that I did was just throw on this weave from um Exclusive, and I was trying to measure because obviously this has been cut already, so I don't have the luxury of just cutting the lace on my head because it's already been cut off. So I wanted to measure the weave and make an outline with some concealer so that I can tie down or like glue down the hair properly at a proper distance. Um yeah, so that's what I was doing. And then the makeup enthusiast in me was blending out this concealer line. You actually don't have to do that. I was just being dramatic. But it was at this point that I was like, maybe I put the hair a bit too forward. So I ended up going back and just changing it.
I don't know if this is too forward.
So I went back and I changed it. And um, yeah, I went a bit more backward so that the hair wasn't too forward because I thought it would look unnatural. Next thing I did was go in with that wig cap. Um, yeah, so I'm just gonna be doing the bold cap method. Actually, a bit more trickier than I thought it would be. Um, yeah, I underestimated the level of trickiness. Like you watch these YouTube videos and they do it so easily, and you just think it's gonna be a simple 1, 2, 3 step. I mean, I will say I knew what to do because I've been watching hair videos for a very long time. So I knew what to do. It was just tricky to actually put it to practice. But yeah, you'll see that I tried my best. But if there's anyone who knows hair really well and like knows how to install, please do comment in the comment section below and just give me some tips because I really want to get into installing my own hair because these things are expensive, child. So yeah, it'd be better if I did it myself. So I went in with that Glamour spray. You guys, the hold on this spray is actually amazing. I will say that it doesn't last long. Um, like after a day or so it will start to lift, but the hold is really really strong and really good. So if you're looking for an install that isn't going to last you too long, this is definitely the way to go, because it also makes for an easy um undoing if you want to remove the weave. um but yeah, and then I went in with a fan and I um just dried that glue down as much as I could. And then I went in with a foundation to try and get the stocking cap to, I guess, blend in with my skin tone after I cut this um, stocking off. So I wanted to blend in as much as possible with my skin tone. So that's why I went in with foundation. And as you can see here, I basically was just lifting it a bit. So in all the areas that I felt like it was laying too forward, I would basically just lift it up so I can peel it off per se, and then I started to cut away at it. Um, my scissors were terrible, so you'll notice that I ended up switching to a razor to try and help me with that because the scissors were not working, child. After I had trimmed as much as I could off, I went in with um I went back in with my scissors to just clean up the edges and make sure that the wig cap was laying as flat as possible, and any of the rougher parts of the stocking I made sure to cut off. Just to, I guess, tidy everything up, I went ahead and added more glue to the areas that I felt needed it, and then I dried it down with the fan once again. You'll notice that for me, my sideburn area of my hairline comes a bit forward. So in those areas, I ended up not covering it with a stocking cap because I knew I wasn't gonna put glue over there, or at least too much glue, because I just got scared. So I ended up not putting anything in those areas. But now I'm going in with the Ghost Bond, and you want to do an even layer. I think I went in about 2 times, because again, I didn't want to have this install on for too long, because the weave is actually tight and uncomfortable, so I didn't want to have it on my head for too long. But yeah, so you just want to go in with an even layer of the Ghost Bond glue. And at first I put it like on a surface and I was dipping, but I felt like that wasn't working, so I ended up just putting it directly on my head. But then I felt like that was getting messy, so if you guys have any tips on how I should do this, please do let me know, because I'm like, I don't know. And then now I'm just cooling it, not cooling it, well, drying it up with the what do you call it, with my fan with my fan, because I was trying to speed up the process. um and then I went in with my second layer. Do not do what I did here. So I was getting impatient and I actually didn't wait for the glue to be clear, and I knew you had to wait for it to be clear, but I just was getting antsy. So don't do what I did. Make sure that you wait for the glue to be completely clear, before you go in with a second layer, as well as before you glue down your hair. It's very, very important. Next, while I was waiting for the glue to dry up, I went in with a foundation on the lace of the weave. I had recently washed the weave, so um yeah, I had to do that to try and get it to look natural, to make the lace look as natural as possible. Again, next, do not do what I did. As you can see, like, most of the glue is clear at this point, but it isn't completely clear. So I should have waited for it to be completely clear before I decided to glue down and install this weave. And it will cause some issues in the future, but we'll get to that when we get to it. So now I started with the center, and I basically just pulled the hair forward, and I was just making sure that I didn't have any hair stuck under the lace. So before you start gluing it down, make sure there's no hair that is like stuck and getting in the way of the lace. You want to make sure that you're gluing down just the lace. And then I started at the center, and then I went off to the sides. And here I'm just laying it on top of the glue, not pressing it in case I needed to make any adjustments. So just lay the center first and then pull the sides. And then once that is done, then you want to go in and press it down, and also use a comb to make sure that you're really pressing everything down. And then I went in with that band. So with this band, I actually didn't know that it had a Velcro back. But I'm so glad that it did because it made tying the elastic band so easy and so simple. So definitely would recommend buying this band for yourself. Whether you're a beginner or not, it's definitely great and does the job really well, gets the job done. And then I went with the wax stick and I started to hot comb the front of my hair. At this point, I only was just really focused on making sure that that lace is laying well. Um, so you can see that I'm hot combing the hair back to get it out of the way so I can really focus in on that lace. Next, I went in and I just clipped the hair back so again I could really zone in on that lace. And then I think at this point it was like maybe 15 minutes or so that I had the band on. So I removed it and I basically was just trying to comb and lift any hair that may have, been stuck down in the process of getting this wig to lay. And then I started to go in with my tweezers to try and clean up any excess glue. Now, when you're doing this, you want to do it as quick as possible. So you want to pluck the glue and pull it forward, not back, because the glue that is excess is still the same glue that's holding the weave. So you don't want to lift it too much to where it disturbs the lace. So just pluck the glue forward, do it as fast as possible so that it doesn't interrupt anything. And then any parts that I felt like were still lifting, I went in with that Glamour glue. And honestly, this spray, guys, again, I think is like my favorite product that I ordered because you can still spray it over the lace and it doesn't leave a white cast. It doesn't make stuff, um, untidy. It literally will dry down clear and you won't see it. It won't look shiny, nothing. So it really does everything that it needs to do. So if you want a short-term install, definitely do that. Definitely buy this product. Sorry. After I had sprayed that down, I went in with my elastic band again, and then I undid the hair, and I basically was just now trying to shape out my middle part. So I made a parting, and then I hot combed that to really shape out that parting. It was my first time learning to pluck. So I was still pretty chicken. When it comes to plucking, it was just giving me anxiety. So I went in with a concealer to try and make that parting a bit more crisp. But if you're great at plucking or you aren't too scared to pluck, definitely pluck your part. That will make it so much nicer and natural looking. I definitely know that I should have plucked the parting. I just was chicken, so I didn't do it. But maybe next time I will. And then after doing that, I just went in further with the hot comb to just make sure that everything is doing what it needs to do. And then I removed it. I moved the band, and this is what it was looking like. I was really impressed with it. And for a first attempt, I think I was doing good at this point. So I was very excited. Yeah. 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 Just stop. Stop it. Stop it. Okay, I need to clean it up and clean up this like white residue of the glue. It was the first time I was plucking. For first attempt, I think I did okay. But stop. So 2 days later, you guys, this is what it was still looking like. Very impressed with the hold. This morning I went in with that Glamour spray because it was lifting a little bit. You will notice that I ended up cutting off the lace that was in the front. When I first installed the hair, I liked it because it was giving baby hairs without me actually doing baby hairs. But when I trimmed it and like I cut that lace in the front, I just felt like it looked so much better and it looked way more natural. So you guys let me know if you guys think I made a mistake by cutting that front lace. Um, yeah, but I think it looks good. So yeah, in this morning I went in with the Glamour spray just to make sure that the lace was laying flat again because it had lifted a bit. And then I went in with the hot comb to just make everything lay flatter. I actually also flat ironed the hair, but I didn't show that in the clip because yeah, no. I wanted to focus more on the hot comb. But yeah, so I hot combed the hair flat and I felt like it was giving, like the look was still giving even 2 days after the fact. So yeah, I was very, very impressed with the overall turnout of everything. The products I think are great for beginners. So if you are a beginner hair installer or you want to start doing it, definitely go and take a lot and um just try and find these products that I will have linked in my description box. They definitely made everything easy and it was a straightforward process. Um, yeah, I don't think it was difficult and like tricky in some stages, but the overall process for me, I think, was very straightforward and very simple. I absolutely enjoyed doing this. So yeah, if there are any hair companies out there that would love for me to test out and try their products and their hair, please look in my description box. I will have my contact details linked over there as well. Um but yeah, this was such a fun thing for me to do and I'd love to do more content like this in the future. So again, hair companies, my information will be linked in the description box. And yeah, if you guys have enjoyed this video, please let me know in the comment section and leave a like. And I will see you guys in the next video. As you can see, I was very happy with this install. If you aren't subscribed already, please do make sure that you hit the subscribe button and the post notification bell as well so you're notified every time I post a video. And I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.